Testing. Whoop, hey. Well, hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planet Head. Um, always forget my mic there. So today, pretty simple. I have not been checking in on my comments or Discord as I promised, so I thought I was about to start recording those or replying to those. So I finally got a little bit of time this morning, and while I was playing, I did a little exploration with my little cheetah here. Um, and I thought I would jump into those. I am trying something a little bit new out here. Um, I don't know if you guys know this, but whenever you salvage wrecks that you kill, I'm 99% sure, unless things have changed, that you can only get certain types of salvage off of certain types of NPCs that you can kill. And one of the issues I've run into out here is that whenever I'm trying to build my rigs, the NPCs are not dropping. Now, I might have not done enough so far. Come on. There you are. They're not dropping the smash trigger unit. So I've started doing a little bit of exploration. Um, and then that got me wondering, and I'm kind of tracking. I did 2 relic sites in the last hour or so. And you know how relic sites are factionally based, and the fact that I'm doing Blood Raider relic sites out here in Iridia, the will they not allow me to get the smash trigger units uh, because they're under the same um, region bad guy NPC group, or will it just allow me to pop up? I'm gonna find out, but we're not gonna do that in this video. But that's one thing that I'm trying out, something that I can learn on, and if I do find that out down the road, I'll let you guys know. But to be honest, I am way behind in my comments on YouTube, so I thought, why not um, jump in here and just start replying? And there's a lot of stuff that people bring up in the comments that are usually really helpful to other people. So let's just get in here. Planet Head. Go to one thing that not doing as many videos has kind of helped me um, is the numbers. I've gotten away from worrying about how many views or reactions or things that have come along. I've gotten more into a nice little mode of doing things nice and slowly, um, and just doing whatever I want to, and then I can just play. So that's been kind of nice recently. I used to just worry so much about, the number of views, did people like this video or that video, that sort of thing. Now I can just have some fun. After this video is done, I'll jump into Discord, check that out. But let's just get into the comments here. There should be a bunch here that I have not replied to, unfortunately. It's probably been a week. I used to be a day at a time. So yeah, look at this. This is terrible. Oh no. Now some of these popped up. They will they sit in a buffer somewhere where I don't get to see them right away. So let's just run through these real quick. Oh, a lot of these were whenever I got the my first kill and whenever I was dying in PvP. So wow, I am way behind on these. So let's just pick out some good ones here. Yeah, see, I know that these came in way before. Um, series. Have recently ventured to HiSec to Stain to flip some ships via Pochvin. You've inspired me. Okay, cool. Um, Troy Mackey says, thanks for the tips. This was a month ago. I've been enjoying it. So this was how I use free software to learn how to, making videos. That's a lot. I did that video a long time ago. Um, if you know me or watch my older videos, I have a character out in Stain that I use and I have fun with. I test out a lot of stuff. He's saying, having recently ventured out of high sec to flip some ships via Pochvin and try some hacking. You've inspired me to get a base established and have a go at ratting out there. That idea of being self-sufficient hermit appeals. That's if everybody knows it. That's kind of what I'm reverting back to now. Getting away from the whole PvP part, but that will change soon. My production skills are very minimal, like mine are. Using a lossless cut a bit um, of quick keyframe jump cuts uh, or stitching prepare segments together requires no rendering or recomposition. Sometimes open shot and others. Oh, okay. So he's saying is a lossless cut. Let me just see here. Lossless cut. So this is a piece of software. Ooh, okay. So this video that I made quite a while ago was how I use my free software on my Windows to make my videos, just to inspire some people if you want to make your own. He's saying this is a pretty good piece of software to do that with, so I will definitely check that out. Um, and OpenShot for other stuff, both free. Big fan of that. So I'll go ahead and reply here. This is awesome. The info. I will definitely check this out. Will because I am looking at starting to make more videos again as far as cinematically. So I want to get back into that. It's starting to get cold out, so I can't work in the house as much. So I'm going to have more time to play and have fun on my computer. Uh, uh, Sorry for the late reply there. Um, Now, like I said, for some reason, um, YouTube will hold on. I will get a comment that was posted 2 weeks prior sometimes. I don't know why. Then it will go away and come back. So I don't know if there's something there. Um, uh, uh, Thanks, man. This Dark Air says, enjoy the randomness. Uh, Day in the life of the shameless plug for my next door neighbor. Oh yeah, that was whenever my next door neighbor uh, she makes keys. If you want to check out this video, uh, she does artistic. She and her husband make artistic keys for the. And I don't ask anybody to subscribe, or I don't really care about the money off this. But if I can promote someplace in uh, that I like, that I think other people would like, which actually I can do that today. I found a new coffee shop. Now, I know a bunch of you are overseas or things like that, but a local coffee shop that I did not know of is near me, and it's called St. Thomas's Roastery, I think is the name of it. He said, "Thanks for the randomness." So my next door neighbor sells those keys. If you want to watch that video, and then let's just go into Google Maps here. Da da da. Total random video today. That's all I'm gonna do. Comments and randomness. That's gonna be the name of the video today because I needed to catch up on this. Sometimes it gets a little bit daunting once you get behind. So I thought, screw it. I am just going to focus on this. And let's just see here. St. Thomas Roasters. There it is. So I live in central Pennsylvania. I used to actually live in the town that this roaster is. This is it here. Really great little shop. They roast their own beans, and this roaster is right in the middle of it, St. Thomas Roaster. I actually used to live in Lingelstown when I first moved to central Pennsylvania. This was over 15 years ago. I moved here about, wow, almost 30 years ago now. So it'd be like 25 years ago. I'm getting um, old. Um, so I just stopped by here for the first time yesterday. Really great little shop. It's out of a little house. But I will say this. Um, the best latte I have had in a long time. I will drink the worst coffee and the best coffee in the world, but I used to run two coffee shops a long time ago, and one of them, the guy who taught me how to make lattes was very, very specific. This was before Starbucks even came to the area, and this was the best one that I have had. They made it correctly. Now I'm not a coffee snob. I will drink my Folgers if I have to. At work, I've got instant coffee, but I really enjoy good stuff, and really nice people there. I was also told that the Mellow Minded Cafe here is actually pretty cool. I have not been to that, so I'm going to try that out. And then I have had wings over at the Eagle Bar. Total randomness today. We're going to go total randomness. Why not? Um, Maybe I've been watching too much of the Conan O'Brien. I've been watching a lot of Conan O'Brien podcasts. Freaking awesome. Okay, let's get back into the comments. So thank you so much for that one. I'm not going to get to a whole lot of these and talking too much. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. Um, Maybe I'll just type that for everybody. Um, cool. So now I really apologize. I know I've messed up your name before and you've made fun of me. Oh, I'm actually uh, Damagaj. I think that's your name. It's Slavic. Um, it is read as is written, letter by letter. Uh, it means homegrown. So short, homie. um, First of all, I overthink too much. Also, even especially, so I understand you. That's the point behind my comment. I made two accounts in my life. Both main characters are Minmatars, so I got you, man. I can't. Whoa. Okay, this was had to have been a reply to something that I said before, and way too much information from here to break my brain. Dumagaj, I am going to reply to you straight in the game. If you want to hit me up, I don't know if you've hit me up in game at William Pilgrim. You're an awesome guy, and just firing off me a message. Let me know it's you, so I can put a little note in there because you have so much great information. Um, I will hit that one up. Too much thinking going on for that. I have to look at the prior message for that one, so we're not going to hit on that one just yet. The fun part is going to be when you realize the list. Oh yeah, okay. So yep. Reply. Yeah. With the PvP that I was doing earlier, it was affecting my security status, and I don't know a lot about that. Um, uh, Very true. Not a whole lot I can say to that. True. Gots to be. Whenever you're doing PvP, it will affect your security status, and I need to look up the rules of that when I get back into PvP. One thought that I had today, and this is actually kind of fun. Um, I've been trying to figure out how I still practice my PvP, or at least get into it in factional warfare space, while living so far away from it. And it dawned on me today, um, when I was flying around looking for relic sites, a couple wormholes I found, and one of them went to low sec space. What I can do is, while I'm living in Malna, start building ships here, and ships that I want to do PvP with in faction warfare space. Set them up so they're ready to roll, and set this as my home station. I'm liking it out here so far. And then whenever I find a wormhole that goes to faction warfare space, I can do a ride or die situation, or fly till I die situation. Just go through the wormhole, similar to how people do that with nullsec and stuff like that. But I can do that with faction warfare space to work on my PvP. But I've got to be careful with my security status when I'm doing that. So that will be something that I need to do, and I'll probably do a video on that at some point in time. So, very cool. Wow, I can't believe I didn't reply to these for 2 weeks. I have been regimented to reply every day or two. I have been busy, I understand, but that's no excuse. So I apologize for that. Um, and I gotta, I'm not gonna check mark this one yet. I always put a like on them so I know that I've replied. A lot of info there. Um, you should have also overheated your cannons, at least when you got him in whole. Congrats on PvP, an interesting part of Eve. Um, they have 5 likes. I agree 100%. I think this, I actually, after this video, this was my first PvP kill. Um, I did not overheat. I've gotten a little bit better with that. I've actually been practicing that with NPC. Um, I've actually been practicing on PC to overheat. Thanks, man. Um, yeah, it is a major difference. Now, I've only been doing it with the guns. There's other things, and there's videos out there about how to set up your guns or your items for overheating, um, so that they don't overheat certain things. I need to research that more before I get into it. Birth always has some great notes here. Birth Lejeune, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The good or bad with frigates is, of course, the options are not plentiful thanks to little CPU PG. I like missiles myself since pretty much never miss. 100%. One of the reasons why I've gone with frigates for my PvP to learn it, this is ironic, is the limited ability to change them in and out. Um, and because then I can just focus on the flying. But as I grow and I move into really into cruisers and things like that for PvP, I have flown cruisers, battleships way back in the day. Um, but whenever I start using those for PvP, I want to at least have the basics down. So I've actually limited the ship ability by using frigates. 100%, actually 110%, uh, uh, 100 and 1,100% true. Um, uh, self to just frigates. No. Line forward to making up some when I flying cruisers or better. But I do not have down yet all of the intricacies of hitting your afterburner and overheating and range and stuff like that. And until I feel comfortable with that, I'm not going to move on to that next level. Um, I will be doing it with my PvE guys, and I'll be practicing that a little bit more. And yes, I left the 1,100% in there um, on purpose. Um, that said, I do have to, and I plugged him a couple of times. Well, plugged his channel. Wow. I've said good things about a YouTuber's channel 1,000 times. He just brought a new one, which I'm looking forward to watch. Saber SG. He does take some frigates and he does some really basic ones at the beginning. And but then he does some weird, interesting ones with some ships later on. One that got me was there was a Vexor fit maybe a couple months ago, where I think it was a uh, cap destabilizer. I think I can remember. I was actually having an epiphany the other day. It would be kind of cool to, there was a movie. I never watched it. There was a movie about Julia Child or somebody who went through all of her recipes for Julia Child for a year. And I was thinking it'd be kind of cool to watch all of Saber SG's videos and take his fits and fly them until I actually was able to get a kill from them. So that would be kind of cool. But great channel. If you haven't checked it out, I would tell you guys to watch his channel. Anytime you have a choice between his and mine, watch his. It's a lot better. Uh, he likely activated assault damage control. This was something why your damage was. So this is where I died in a PvP fight. And I agree with this. I don't know a whole lot about assault damage control. I do know you can only put it on assault frigates, I think, or at least that he was flying a frigate at the time. But it is a better damage control than regular damage control. So that is something that I want to learn about a little bit more. Um, uh, totally agree. Actually, I'd say that too much. That's I probably not a whole reason to fly an assault frigate or assault ship without having assault damage control, since it is so intrinsic to that type of ship. Um, so uh, lesson learned. There we go. Dark Anima actually does some really great comments on here too. And it's little comments like this that get my brain going, where I want to see and read up on assault damage control. One problem I'm going to have in doing all of these comments right now, and I'm actually going to stop it. Let's see here. I'm going to stop on this one, and then I'll probably do another video either later today or tomorrow and do the rest of a bunch more of these here to catch up. Because one of the things whenever I do the comments is when you guys comment, it gets me to want to learn about what is assault damage control. Where Birth here talks about missiles. I don't fly ships that fire missiles. I don't. I'm just not good. I haven't. They're not something that I do. Down the road, I will. It's one of those, you put that little nugget out there that you're like, I can always go do that if I get bored with everything else. And that's what missiles are for me. Back in the day, it was actually flying Amarian ships, um, which I now have flown a decent number, so I've gotten those down. But I always kept those on the side. Um, but I'll do that last 2 week question here, and then I want to sit down and read over Damagash. Gosh, Dom. Dom. That's it. I'm calling you Dom now because you dominate. Uh, and then I want to go through these and actually think about them. I got the day. I'm relaxing today. I worked really hard the last 2 days at my house and stuff, and it's cold outside, so I'm gonna play some Eve. Um, but yeah, and these were some older videos. Mr. Michael Tanner, he was actually replying a long time ago. I just never was able to get back to him on those. So those are some old ones. Hopefully he's still watching. Hopefully he's still playing. Um, so yeah, let's see here. The last one here, Birth replied again. Pirate's Little Helper and oh, okay, Pirate's Little Helper and Pipsy are not maintained anymore. So Pipsy does not seem to work at all. Pirate shows name in corporate alliance, but not much more. So in this one here, I made a comment where there are some third-party sites out there that you can use. Pirate's Little Helper was one that I used to use, and this will show my age way back in the day. Um, yeah, so I don't know where I was going with that. Hold on. So, there are other third-party sites out there. I think there is a web page that has a list of a lot of them. I think it's done by Eve University. Maybe I'll find that for the next video or some, if I remember. Um, but yeah, so I think I brought those up. So that if you guys have any third-party sites that you know of that you use that are helpful, I did just watch a video yesterday by Hateless where a he was showing how to do in a way Ishtar, a AFK Ishtar, and how to run one, which makes me kind of cringe um, because I hate AFK play. It's not really playing to me. It's like setting up a thing. But there was a site that he was using. It was a third-party site that used Intel channels. Um, and reminded me of back when I used to play and I was part of an alliance. I really love the idea of Intel channels. Um, but it has the ability to track when somebody is like 3 or 5 jumps away, but you have to be part of an alliance or part of a group that's using those Intel channels. Um, so uh, there are third party. If you know of any out there, please let me know. So let's check the time here. I don't want this to go too long. I've probably been talking. Yeah, I'm at 25 minutes. A lot more comments that I want to go through here. I want to backtrack and play some today and maybe do some research on the assault damage control, some other things. Um, but um, there, yeah, I can spell the difference between there, and there. All right, to use now. There we go. Um, Yeah, Pirate, I never used Pipsy, but Pirate's Little Helper would create a little box, and you can still download it, but I guess it's a little bit out of date. They're not updating it. But it would give you quick access to see who's in system. Um, so that was pretty cool. I think I've used it a little bit. It's just not being updated, so never know when that will go bad, especially with all the updates that have been going on lately. Okay, so that's that. What I am going to do is have some fun out here in Malna. And you notice I've got a bunch of blueprints, basic blueprints that I'm working with right now. And I'll keep bringing some more out and having some fun. Whether I stay here or move to another low-sec area, I don't know. But this makes it a lot easier for me to build some stuff. I did just get the Thrasher blueprint, and so I will be building a Thrasher soon to be able to do better PvE routing because it does more damage and it has a larger cargo hold, so I can hold on to more stuff. So once I get that built, I'll show you what's going on there, and it will be built from all salvaged parts. Um, I'm just going to keep going on. So that's about it for now. I don't know if I'll do a video later on today or tomorrow or whatever, but having, as you can tell, I'm a little bit more jazzed and I'm having some fun. Alrighty, you guys have a great one. Fly safe, fly dangerously, fly hard like you want, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.